Hey guys, it's Emmy and Cream, and I am just doing the voiceover for my little speed paint. So, what kind of inspired me to do this one was, well, first of all, I've been doing a lot of art lately, and what I use is the art tablet from Wacom. And I have that with the little pen, and it's just a little pad that plugs into my computer via USB. What really got me to thinking about this is because I started drawing again more traditionally, and it kind of made me realize, like, how am I going to really share a lot of my work with the world? Because, like, whenever I would paint something, or basically anything that's not like an outline on our scanner, it doesn't color. The colors don't come out right, and it's so frustrating. So I decided to take a chance and go for going digital and giving it a shot. And I've seen people do like speed paints before, and I was always like, oh, those are really cool. Like, I wish I could do that. And like today, I was just thinking about how first of all, I haven't really done a lot of videos lately, and I also thought, why not try doing a speed paint video? So what inspired me for this specific art was, like, an Undertale, which, if you haven't played Undertale, haven't watched Undertale, like, I would suggest playing it. Playing it for yourself is probably best, but I also understand myself being broke for a while. It's not always possible, so I watched a lot of Undertale. And I'm going to be actually playing it very soon. I'm actually working on the thumbnails in advance for the entire thing. But there's this thing called Temmie armor, and I was actually thinking about incorporating Temmie armor in one of my in one of the thumbnails. And then I started thinking, haha, what if you could send Temmie to grad school, like pay more and send her to grad school, and then you'd offer Temmie a weapon. And then I was like, what would the Temmie weapon look like? And then I just got this idea in my head, and I was just like, oh, and then this, and then that, and then this and that, and then this and that, and oh my gosh. And I decided to kind of just draw it. And, of course, my usual hashtag is Temmie. And I actually I got that because, people I've had others, I think like one or two people be like, oh, Temmie, ha ha ha. And I just kind of decided to make that into my, my art name, and oh my god, I think I got bit by a mosquito. Wonderful. Sorry. Farm life. Wonderful. And I don't know if any of you have seen my art, but I post on Tumblr. I also go on the Amino, AMINO, for Undertale, and the hashtag is Temmie, all one word. And so I kind of would like to draw this look like me dressed as a Temmie, because, in my group of friends, we always are like, oh my god, she's such a cat, because I have so many cat-like tendencies, and I loved how Temmie was like a little cat and a dog, and it's just like, oh my god, you're so cute and derpy, and I love you. Like, so many people are like, oh yeah, Sam's my favorite character. I'm like, fuck no, it's Temmie. Temmie is my favorite character from that entire game. And, oh, sorry. Oh, it wouldn't be an Emmy and Cream video without yawning or snacking, in which I already ate dinner, so there's no snacking right now. But I don't know if you guys happen to like this speed art video. I'll start trying to do that with some of my other pieces, which some of them take much longer. This actually, like, total recording time, total like working time, I got this took me 2.5 hours. And that's the thing. That's really short for my artwork. Like my thumb, well, it's hard because some of my pictures, there was this one, and I worked so hard on it, and I was so in love with it. It was amazing. And what I ended up doing was the span of 12 hours, I completed it. I had one meal in between, couple potty breaks. So maybe I worked, in a total, within that 12 hours, I worked for about 10 and a half. And that's the big thing. Like, that's the only trouble, is that I usually either do one long stretch or I do two reasonable stretches. Like, that's what I'm going to be trying to do today, is get another stretch in, but the problem is that it's mostly just keeping momentum. But I was just, after I finished that, I worked on something else that I was working on. And then I was just like, I don't really want to do anything right now. It takes a lot out of me to do a lot of art, like, and this, I really love how this ended up turning out. Like, I mean, you'll see soon, like, actually you've already seen some minor, like, copy pasting stuff. Like, I like that because that means, like, for example, on that arm with the gauntlet, and then with the sword in the hand, it's like, yeah, I messed that up a little bit, but that was a pretty quick fix. Oh, it is going to be a quick, yeah, see, I thought that already happened. I realized, oh my god, that arm part is, like, too short, so I just kind of fixed it. I was like, okay, much better. You'll probably notice how much of a perfectionist I am, and a lot of it is to do with, like, I get very OCD with my art, like, very OCD. I love this, because my idea in my head was like, oh, the little ears of the Temmies are going to be like spikes on the sword, how, like, and it just was, I just kind of did it. Yeah, I've had people ask, wow, you're so good at art, like, oh, wow, I love how you do this. How do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, I just kind of do stuff. And I get overly perfectionist with it, and it irritates the hell out of me. Like, I will get, like, for example, I just started that whole, like, Temmie over because I got so mad. And in the beginning of this video, it's like I was drawing circles. I was just pretending I could draw circles. It makes me so mad because it takes so long. I can't draw a perfect circle. I can't draw a perfect circle. I think I kind of suck at drawing, but I like what I draw. It's not bad. But I don't know, it's hard because it's like I'm not egotistical, but I think they're cute. And that's always what I've drawn. And honestly, I'm oh my goodness, like, I need to just start doing videos right before I go to sleep. That way I can get nice and sleepy. I can go straight to bed. No struggling. Especially in this new crappy bed I don't like. It's just too soft for me, for my personal taste. And something happened in the middle, so now it's kind of like has a permanent dent in it. And that was just because I slept on it, and then I turned it and it went dung. And I was like, oh, well, shit. Bed's already broken. And it was night 2. So fuck that. But yeah, I have also, like, one of these things that I've planned for is the whole, when I do Let's Play on Undertale. Because I love that game so much. Like, I've seen so many people play it. I've watched so many videos. I've seen so much fan art. And I first of all, I always encourage people, like, be creative. Be creative. it's an important thing. Like, I know since I've been doing art and working with this art pad, I've only been using the system and learning how to use it for 3 weeks now, and I've already fallen in love with it. Like drawing, it's helped my anxiety. It's really helped me cope. Like, when people like my art, it's like, wow, it makes me have a sense of community, which is really hard for me because I've always kind of struggled with being around people a lot. Like, to the point where I don't like I don't like having to get groceries. Like, going to Walmart is difficult. But knowing I'm going to go home and work on my art makes me, like, genuinely happy. And I can safely say that this is one of my favorite, like, little side things I've done. Like, not like one of my big Undertale things. Like, I'll put the hashtag somewhere in the video, what it is. But I absolutely love it. I love it, and I know I'm gonna send this to David as soon as the video is uploaded. I'm gonna be like, I made speed paint. I'm just so happy with how this turned out, and I can't believe I almost forgot my tail, because Temmie can't be no Temmie without no Temmie tail. But guys, I'm so fucking happy with how this turned out. And again, let me know if you guys enjoy these videos. If so, I'll do them more often in the future. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!